How you doing? Um, I this is like another impromptu video because you never know what can happen in wrestling news. I mean, I always say I'm gonna do at least one or two video a week, but the problem is, I want to talk about everything. I can't squeeze everything into one video, and a bunch of stuff comes up like this breaking news last yesterday. WWE announced that AJ Lee, April Mendez, was retiring from in-ring competition. Something similar we heard about Santino Morella last year. And then, oh, he'll still be an on-screen role. Well, I don't know how AJ can be an on-screen role because we've seen Santino maybe once since he retired. But it, I found this kind of like shocking. I have a couple of different theories about this. Um, I find it funny how she wrestled at WrestleMania. I think she wrestled the Raw after, and then she retires out of nowhere. Some people who work with her and some of her fans say that they expected her to retire after WrestleMania. I don't think any of us did though. I have a couple different theories about this. My first theory was I think this is the same thing that happened with Jim Ross, JR happened, where her with the whole give divas a chance, her being married to Punk, her being outspoken, but I'm sure people were kind of digging at her backstage to get more info on Punk, and she probably wasn't giving it to them, or I don't know something. I know that she's rubbed a couple people the wrong way in the past. And I heard that, like, I'm guessing that after all that outspoken crap, this whole give divas a chance thing was the final straw. So Stephanie or somebody else must have fired AJ Lee or had AJ fired, but because like they were like, okay, we, we don't want to make you look bad. Well, don't you don't want to look bad, so why don't you just announce that you're retired? And in the process, they don't look bad because think about it. If it broke out that they released AJ, you all know that the Smarks and all of AJ's fans would go right in there and attack the WWE. Just start bashing them on social media. How dare you? How dare you? Hashtag we want AJ back. You know that's gonna happen. I mean, it's not even a question. And WWE knows it too, so they don't want that. So that's why they pulled a couple strings. It's nice to see that somebody straightened this room out. Probably Miss Coral. I'm gonna be here because I don't want to get interrupted. I don't think I will, but you never know, just in case. So yeah, I think that the same thing with JR. They must have fired AJ or had her fired, and then to make her look good or not look embarrassed and to make themselves look good, they had her announce that she was retired. That was my first theory. But then I ran into a friend of mine who also saw WrestleMania, and he said that he thinks she retired because she's pregnant, and that's a good possibility because uh, you know, like we heard that she was pregnant like a while back, and then somebody's trying to come in here. Yeah, we heard that she was pregnant a while back. Um, and I can't even believe I didn't think about that. Um, I I now feel like that's the reason a little bit more than my first theory. I believe the second one. Um, yeah, my friend thought she was pregnant. I think she might be too, because there's a couple reasons. Like I said, we heard a while back that she may be pregnant. Also, um, if you watch her match, like at WrestleMania, I know it's hard to do, but if you watch it, the way like her and Paige were hugging each other and saying "I love you" and telling her that she loved her, it kind of looked a bit odd, like their celebration. You know, it looked like somebody was leaving. That's what it looked like. Um, and also, I want to talk about something else. Bailey, Bailey. Okay, I have to quit switching rooms because people keep coming in and stuff. You know, well, no, they're not coming in, but I don't want them to walk in on me while I'm doing a video. So yeah, Bailey. AJ came out wearing Bailey's shirt. You had all the neckbeards chanting for Bailey's name, pretending like they know anything about her. I mean, they probably didn't even know that she was Davina Rose in the Indies, or maybe they did. But Bailey, she she tweeted a picture of AJ and her, and she puts, "We're expecting," And then she's got a picture of like Bailey, AJ wearing a long dress, and Bailey's like rubbing her tummy and all that. So there is a big chance that AJ Lee is probably expecting a baby, or she's expecting, and that's probably the reason why. So yeah, I I felt like she was. I felt at first, like I said, that I thought she was fired, and I was telling people, I was like, I don't believe this. I said, I told them until I hear a podcast, like until hear AJ herself somewhere say that she was retired, or if I like see her write it on Twitter or something, I'll believe that she was retired. But I said I'm gonna hold on to the fact that I think she's fired. But then this pregnancy thing came up. I'm like, she might be pregnant. CM Punk, he tweeted about it. He just said hashtag thank you AJ. I didn't want to talk about this now because I didn't have all the details, but Tyler Reigns begged me to, so I'm doing it. So yeah, AJ Lee, thank you. She was on NXT at first. Then she got called up. She was in the Chick Busters in 2010, 2011, 2012. Like the whole show revolved around her, like every main event angle. She was even the referee of a pay per view main event at one time. And then she was the GM. Then she wasn't the GM. And then she was like Cena and her were in cahoots, like dating or whatever. Then she turned heel. She joins Dolph Ziggler. She's his girlfriend. They were with Biggie Langston. And then AJ Lee was the heel diva and she won the title. And she was like the face of the women's division, which I was against. I'm gonna be honest, I was never a big fan of AJ Lee. Um, I I think she's a beautiful woman. I think she's talented, but the thing I didn't like about her was I didn't like her outspoken character. I didn't like her acting tough like her husband. She would cut these promos that clearly look like Punk prior to her cutting the promos. It looked like Punk coached her. Like that's seriously what it looked like. Like she literally looked like she was like doing what he was teaching her with the whole outspoken and the bombshells and the saying shocking things that weren't even funny, like let's be honest and sexist and talent is not sexually transmitted. Her wearing Punk used to wear like Cesaro shirts, Colt Cabana shirts. You would see AJ with like a Bailey shirt, or she'd be talking about Paige and Charlotte. Like she was like a Punk ripoff. And then she was, of course, she beat Caitlyn, who I always liked better. She was the Divas champion for like the longest time, which I was against. I really didn't want her to be the longest Divas champion, but it happened. Pissed me off. And then she won it two more times. I didn't like how she just came back and buried Paige, took the title from Paige. Paige should turn heel, by the way. But if she's gonna be heel, she can't act stupid like she was before. But anyway, yeah, AJ was the longest Divas champion. Leaves. We hear that she's pregnant. Comes back not looking pregnant. Wins the belt. She's a face. Everybody likes her. Whatever. Her alliance with Tamina was a failure because it just disappeared. I guess Tamina got hurt or something. But yeah, AJ. I heard she would have been on Total Divas too, but the reason they didn't put her on Total Divas is because her husband's Punk. But that's funny. But yeah, I had to rush this video. It's already been going on too long. I don't think we'll see AJ again, and I could be wrong. I don't think we'll see Punk again either, because he like hates them. But AJ, um, I liked AJ sometimes. I didn't like her most of the time, but I appreciate everything she did. I'm sure she's worked harder than a lot of us have, and a lot of the women have. And she's wanted this since she was like a young girl. She was like a little girl, and she wanted to be a women's champion. She put the tattooed the date that she won the belt on her back of her neck. So yeah, I never was a big fan of CM Punk or AJ, but I thanked them both. I wished them good luck. If she was fired, then I hope she rips the WWE a new one like her husband did. But if she's expecting, I wish them a happy life, a happy marriage, uh, a blessed, healthy baby or babies if they have twins, and God bless their baby if they're having a baby. Yeah, that's pretty much all I want to talk about. Let's see who the next diva is that's going to step up and uh, grab the ball. Take the torch because AJ started a change in the divas division, and somebody else is going to confirm it.